Hey everybody, welcome in. So we just wanted to start off today and thank you guys for stopping by. So
Hell yeah.
when this started, it was tiny, right? Um, I was just sitting in my basement writing some crappy computer code, and I found out that I could do something that I set out to do, and so I built a YouTube channel. And I made some videos. Some of you guys may have seen them. Um, and then it wasn't long before I realized that this was way too big for me to just do alone. And I started looking for help. And when I found help, I found guys that had not only like the skills that were needed, but had already kind of been envisioning something like it months before I came into contact with them, and had been kind of thinking about it and really helped build this and bring this along. And so we're just kind of here to tell you how it went from being something small and in my basement to something that's just huge and there for everybody. And so Chris, I just wanted to ask you, like, what what made you think that this was the team to build the police record? And what, how did you know that these were the right people? How, like, you just instantly introduced, like, you're, as soon as I told you, you were like, I got to talk to somebody about this. Is this okay? Like, how did you know that EJ was the right guy to bring in with me and you to make this really happen?
So EJ and I have passed, right? We got history, right? And EJ and I have done some crazy things remotely with each other on computers, right? I mean, and he loves a challenge, and he always liked hooking up big things, right? And
Right.
so when you told me about your what you were trying to pull off, right? It was one of those things. It's like, yeah, yeah, I believe in your project, right? I think you got something here, right? And I want to make sure that my friend, that I trust in a lot of crazy programming situations, was apprised of it and give him an opportunity to tell me no, he didn't want to work on it, right?
Right.
Um, because I knew he could help as well, especially with the magnitude of data, right?
Right. And
Just the
so,
sheer magnitude of it.
right, I get that. So, EJ, what did the project look like to you when you first came on, and how has your view of it really shifted since then?
In the beginning, the best way to describe it is a code in a shoebox in your basement, but running on a computer. You could do it; it would work, and it's basically a personal police record project just for you. But
Right, a
for
facial recognition database for me, and police
yeah,
records and data.
it works. Very manual process, and for you to grow it would be a lot of work. So we sat down and just thought it through for a few months. Did a lot of talking of what it would look like. Then once we decided where we're going to go, we'll just build it out.
Right. So we've been building a lot lately, like a lot, right? And Chris, we just recently managed to get, you know, some of the data that we've been gathering for months and months, like, finally made available to show people, right? Out
Hmm.
of our, that we finally filtered some of the stuff we've got. So
Right.
what's really changed for people? What can they finally really see?
So, like, if they went in and got one of the free reports or something like that, they can see some of the curated, not perfectly curated, but some of the curated reports, things that we found on the search, right? For the like sheriff's office, police department, things like that.
So we've been searching for a while, right? But we're
Hmm.
just now gonna really, like, give people the ability to search. So we have a promo code for everybody. If you want to check it out, I'll see if I can throw it up, or somebody else can throw it up on the bottom of the screen. And it's going to be a big deal, guys. So this is going to be um, something you'll read, and we'll talk about it at the end of the show. So I just wanted to say, like, it's been a big deal for me to be involved in this project because, like, it was a personal thing for me. Like EJ said, like, it was very personal for me. Like, I was kind of insulted that they could do it to me, but there was nowhere who I could find out who these guys were and what they were up to, and so I kind of had a personal stake in this, right? And I was talking to EJ before the show, and one of the questions I was going to ask him was, you know, why does transparency in law enforcement really, really matter to him? And um, he he told me it really doesn't, and I was really impressed by that. And I think it's really important that he get the chance to explain to you why it's important that he doesn't really have a personal stake in law enforcement transparency. So EJ, if you wouldn't mind telling our viewers maybe why it's important that you don't.
Yeah. So with the three of us, while we care about the project, I personally have taken my personal emotions towards it and set them aside so I can be level-headed and run the technical side and be a balance when it comes to decision making and dealing with the community.
Right? And
Yeah,
I don't know
transparency.
if I say this enough, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah, and to your comment about transparency for a whole for policing is important. Personally, for me, it doesn't
Right?
make a difference.
But it's not about your feelings. It's not
No,
about it matters to you personally.
something
It's
bigger.
important, but it's not about how you feel about it.
Correct.
See, I guess that's a really important distinction. So, Chris, what would you say that there's one feature coming up, right, that you've been working pretty hard on, and you have a serious background in this stuff, right? So if you want to tell users a little bit about that and tell them what's the one feature about that you're really excited for them to try.
Well, I'm kind of excited to be able to, we're ramping up to where we can actually um, take multiple different types of streams, really get down to the nit and gritty about how the streams go out to the um, different social medias and things like that, and we can control. Not so much even control, but just have first dibs at the video, so we can run the analytics that we need to run on it, right? And
So
to
you
be
mean what you're saying is like somebody would be able to stream their video to us, and
yeah,
then we'll process it and do our analytics, and then we'll send it out to their social medias if they want to like kind of like restreaming it for them.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, because it is that, right?
That's pretty cool.
Because
Um,
because it's no good just to send it to us, right?
right? It has to go out there for everybody to see. That's important, you know.
Yeah. And like Midwest is, I want to take a minute and say hi to some people in the chats. Midwest, what's
That'd be
going
awesome.
on?
Hey,
Fad
Midwest, it's good to
Daddy,
see you, man.
what's up?
Fat.
Rock Part, what's going on, brother? I know Ancap's in here too. I saw him up there at the
Hey,
top.
and Cap, it's good to see you, bub.
What's up, brother?
Stay around to the end, man.
He says he's got Red Bulls that gives me wings. That's funny.
Oh
But
yeah,
no, so,
that's
I've
so
had a
funny.
lot of years behind watching multiple cameras at the same time, right? We're having to
Right?
go
You've done
back
a
and
lot of video
research and
work,
doing. Yeah, there's been a lot of digital surveillance work, right? Hooking up thousands of cameras to, computers so we can watch it on a couple of computers instead of the 15 that it took to get it all together, right? So, being able to do this at a larger scale, right? And then be able to apply, you know, um, object recognition into this situation, right?
so that is that the
I think
feature
it's
you're really
cool as fuck.
excited for users to be able to try?
Um, I'm more excited for them to have another alternative, um, an alternative to, dead streams and stuff like that, right? Because we want to be able to handle, um, when you're having a little bit of,
Internet issue,
well, yeah, you can have
signal
internet
issue.
issues or things like that, and it would be, be helpful if it would just come up and say, um, come in and say things like, hey,
After
hold on,
these messages, we'll be right
yeah,
back.
right, something like
You
that,
know? Yeah.
and keep the stream alive for people to,
Still
give
stay
people something.
tuned. Maybe show
Yeah,
like a synopsis of what had happened before, or some of the previous clips, or whatever we can get a hold
maybe,
of.
I
Right?
mean,
That'd be pretty
with
cool.
the technology that we've been working on to combine together, right? When we get to actually stir the soup, so to speak, it's going to be insane. It's going to be
Right?
insane because, the advanced reporting part of this thing, I sit here and think about 3 to 5 levels deep, right? It'll go ahead and just hand me that on a platter now, right? So, those are the things that because I also want to look at human behaviors, right? I saw a video the other day, speaking of which, that was just it was just so chock full of different body language things that were keen that we should be that I was just seeing that we could be training off of. So
Right?
appreciate it, Fat Daddy.
So I was sitting here before the stream, and really wanting to make sure that people could get a hold of some of this data that we're finally managing to bring back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I had a question for EJ about who he sees as like the users that we want to attract. Like, who are we trying to give this data to? Is it just anybody who wants it, or like, are we
Currently,
shooting for
people who want feed. Sorry, we're looking for people who can give us feedback mainly, and also
right?
people who want to see where this is started right now. Because as of right now, this is the dumbest, the slowest, the worst it will ever be.
Right. It is
Hey, I got to stop you for just a second. Hi, Ajot.
so
Okay, I'm done talking.
it is kind of like the early stages of the data becoming available, right? And this is like the beta
Mm-hmm.
version of all these different pieces that we've built. And each one of them, EJ, you're right, is only going to get faster and stronger and smarter. The longer it's online, the more it's used, the more pieces we build, the more switches we flip. And so the
more feedback we
right, the
get.
more people who can tell us, we would like to see this and we would like to see that, and is there a way that you can show me this? It's going to really help us when there are people out there using it. And that's why we've decided with this promo code at the bottom that we're going to give the first 30 people who use it, right, half off of a report subscription for lifetime, right? Like, we're never going to do a lifetime again. You might see like 50% off for a couple of months or 50% off for a week, but you're never going to see a lifetime thing again. Like, we've been working hard, and we want to show you guys what we've been up to, and show you guys what we're working on, and show you guys how this data is finally coming back. And we want your guys' opinions. We want you guys to tell us what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, what we need to do better, what we're not doing enough of, what we're doing too much of. Guys, we need you. And that's why we decided that the first people who subscribe are going to get the best price ever, and they're going to get it forever. So I just wanted to ask, Chris, if we're offering this 50% off to the first 30 people, like, that's a big discount, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a lifetime. Why are we going that big out of the gate?
Right. Number one, I think that there are people out there that will want the ability to have a new report each and every month, right?
Right.
Where our base level price is too much.
It is. It is kind of expensive.
It's an investment, right? You really need to be looking for something, right? And we understand that, and that's one of the things is that we wanted to make sure that we were able to give everybody an opportunity to get in at the beginning, give them the opportunity to not only help support us, right?
Right.
give them a deep discount on it for being here so early,
Right.
and saying, yes, I want these reports, right? So, just so you guys know, that's basically 12 reports a year,
Right.
right? You get a new one every month. And as we get new information on each report you generated from us, you get it updated to the report.
Yeah, you don't have to get a new
Right.
report. Like once you have a report for a department, and you can't do officers quite yet, we're working at flipping that switch, guys. But once you get a report for a department right now, that report will continue to stay updated with the new data that we find as we can filter it and release it. And there's so much that we have that we can't really show. It doesn't make it through the filters yet, but we're working on it, guys. And with every new piece we bring online, there's just crazy things happening with this data in the background. And so I think, guys, that we've had a little bit to discuss what we've got going on. And I just like to say thanks to everybody who stopped by, and especially to ANCAP. I really appreciate you stopping by, and Midwest. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. I really would appreciate if you guys would get with me sometime and let me know how the app is working out, if you guys have been able to use it, if there are any issues. If just let me know, hit me through email, call me on my phone, it's whatever. With that, guys, I'm really kind of out of questions. So if you guys have any questions, I'd be glad to answer.
I think that, I just want to say thanks, man. I mean, the craziness of, reaching out and trying to, just get it kick started, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's an amazing thing. What up, EJ74? What's going on? Sound Minds, what's up, brother? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, so, I think that being at the beginning of this thing is really important. And, we appreciate everybody's, dumping of data to us, talk to us, and Midwest,
keep up the support. We really appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Midwest is appreciate you, bro.
He's a badass.
And Cap,
if you guys could, for sure, and AJOT, EJ, we love seeing you guys all here.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Sound Minds, I saw you up there, Garrett. We just want to say though, like, we're seriously taking this to the next level, right? Like, we started off, we were talking about how small this was, right, in my basement, and it's seriously changed since then. Like, it runs on different hardware in different locations. Like, guys, it's so crazy.
Laser.
It is such a huge change, and we just want to say, guys, if you want to get in and see the change, you're going to see how we're igniting our business model, because we're finally able to give some of that data back when we find it, when that report is generated, guys. Right, this right here, ANCAP right here, is one of the guys that really helped us out. And I think that would be cool if maybe we could invite you up here for a minute, if you got a minute, ANCAP. Midwest, Razor, like, anybody want to come up and kick it? The host just dropped the link.
Excuse me, sorry about that. Didn't mean to cough in all y'all's ears.
Hey, Lady J, it's really good to see you. Thanks for stopping in,
Lady J. Yeah. So go ahead. My apologies.
You want to tell him? No, Chris, you want to tell him a little bit about how not just the data analytics. AJ, if you want to come up, that'd be awesome. You want to tell everybody about the analytics and how, that's not just the only cool thing that we're doing in the data that's coming back, right? But the video streaming, right? Like, that's kind of really kicking up our business model. Like, that's taken us from something bigger than what we originally were in pursuit of our mission, right? Like, that's the only way we can really get a hold of the video without violating anybody's terms of service, right? And so if we could do it and provide the same kind of service that somebody else did, we figured we'd go for it. And the people who wanted to get their video out and have it dealt with by the police record could just go that way, go that route.
Right. You
Right.
know, one of the hardest parts about this is reading everybody's terms of freaking service, right? And then it was like, you can't use your AI to learn on this. You can't slurp it up. You know, basically the big guys came through and fucking vacuumed, right, and pissed
And then told
everybody
everybody
off.
else they can't do it.
Yeah. I've heard this. I've heard this repeat shit before in my life, right? And the crazy part about it is it's like, look, how about y'all guys that are out there sending it to these platforms? How about y'all let us run our analytics on it? We'll send it, right? We'll send it at the exact same time you give it to us, but let us run it through our toys and see what we can come up with, right? You know, just put a little
Right.
checkbox in there, right? And then if you want the analytics and stuff like that, maybe we got another checkbox for you later on, right?
Right.
But you know, for us to be able to do
Perform those
the
analytics,
facial,
we got to process the videos.
yeah, we got to be able to process the video, right? And to do the facial recognition, right? You really should be sending it to us first, and we not having to go
Get
pull
it
it off of
somewhere.
some, yeah, you know, pull it off of some
Yeah.
site. But you know, we can't have you dual streaming from your cell phone. It's hard enough to keep the damn thing alive in the sun anyway, right? You only need to be sending out one stream,
Right.
you
You
know, and
don't
that's
need to be sending it out to us or have a separate phone for us. You know what I mean? None of
mm-hmm.
that. It just needs to be you can restream or do whatever you got to do with your stream. You know what I'm saying? And
Tell me
then
where you
yeah,
want it to go. You know what I mean?
right.
And
And
then
I think that's really awesome.
yeah, and the Chuck got a real good point, and so did EJ, right? Right now, and I know it's a pain in the ass for anybody that's used it, but right now, if you go in and change anything on your streams, it resets all of the streams in your groupie, right?
Right.
So you know those are things that we are taking to the next level, and I want to say thanks to EJ for doing some compiling and getting some NVIDIA bullshit working, so we could be trying this thing called GStreamer out. So
Right. It
thanks,
is
Bulls
pretty
Deep.
awesome. It has
Oh,
been
it is wild. I'm watching two video streams at the exact same time, even though we're transcoding it.
Yeah, right. One's
Yeah.
in H265 and the other one's in H264.
Yep. And
nice.
they're playing at the exact same time on my display for somehow.
That's that
Uh-oh.
Mario. Oh
Uh-oh.
yeah.
We got somebody in the background.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's up,
Razor,
yo?
what's going on, man?
What's up,
How
y'all?
you doing?
So
And you guys, it's the thing you guys are doing is very exciting. It's pretty cool, man.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait until you see the stuff we've been building on the dev site, man. It'll probably be next weekend. It might be the week after that, guys. Don't hold me to next weekend, but it'll either be next weekend or the weekend after that when we'll set it all up so that everybody can access it. And some of the data we've got coming back, and we might have like the basics of our stream stuff, not set up for everybody, but for the beta testers that are using it. It might be set up and running. You guys might get to see some stuff from it for the first time.
That's
There'll
awesome.
be some big changes to the front page, showing you guys some stats and stuff from the database and what we're collecting and what's going on, and it's gonna be pretty lit. So,
Pretty cool, man.
right,
I remember you guys talking about this a long time ago.
bro, it is a grind. Like,
Right?
so
Yeah. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying like I'm not.
yeah,
I just remember like just and talking with Midwest too. I remember just. I mean, it's just awesome, man. I like it.
right, it is. It's
It's a
legit, man.
big
I'm
step
so glad I
forward.
found these guys. You know,
Right? Yeah. It's awesome, man.
right? It is a big deal.
I want to take a minute to say hi to Miss Jenny Jones.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
She is she's been one of my longtime subscribers, and she is such a great community support. Hat tip.
oh yeah. Hey Jenny, thank you for stopping in.
I just wanted to say hey and tell you guys I'm fighting my own. I'm fighting a case right now. We're gonna see what, and I'm doing it all on my own. So just wanted to stop in and tell you guys, man, anything I can do to help, and I just support it all the way.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man,
Appreciate it.
being out there recording, you
Yeah,
know what
man.
I'm saying? Like, I've done it a few times. It takes guts, man. It does. And from the bottom of my heart, like I legitimately appreciate every single person who picks up a camera and records the cops
Right.
when they see them, man. That is the best thing that anybody can do to help. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's creating more records of these guys. The more records we have, the better we are. Now we would really prefer, once we get our streaming all set up and done, where if everybody we could get in the community to stream through us instead of these other services would stream
Right.
through us, because then we can get the video and process it and actually make a record without violating anybody's terms of service or
Right.
getting our stuff shut down, getting
Right.
sued, you know what I'm saying, getting put out of
Right.
business. So
Anybody getting in trouble, getting their monetizations or any kind of
yeah,
shit
Right.
like that
or
taken
raid
Yeah.
away.
anybody's
Yeah.
channel or mess up nobody's
Yeah.
income or nothing.
Yeah.
And we think we found a good solution for it. So we just want to say thank you guys. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there that's picking up a camera, and
Right.
because I would have never, I'd have never even thought of doing this if I hadn't been cop watching one day,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
and not even cop watching myself, like watching you guys cop watch from my couch on YouTube. That's how it
Right.
started. I'm not kidding. I was watching a video I was watching a video at home in my recliner, and a cop took a picture of somebody that wouldn't identify and said, "Doesn't matter. I have facial recognition. I'll find out who you are in just a few minutes."
Boom. Right.
And I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, he can actually do that too. Like I know the
Yeah.
science and stuff behind it, and I was like,
Right.
man, I wonder if like why is there anybody out there that does facial recognition of police? So I started looking, and there was nobody, and I
Right.
was like, man, can I do it? So I started looking at some stuff in the law, and then I contacted a lawyer, and the lawyer's like, yeah, you're not breaking any laws. There's a
Right.
couple
Yeah.
places where you won't be able to really do it, you know, but
Yeah.
everywhere else, like you're fine. There are 2 states where we can't really mess around with facial recognition. But
What are
everywhere
the
else,
2 states?
Illinois and Texas.
Okay.
Illinois and
Okay.
Texas.
That's
Oh.
it.
No,
No,
man,
it's-
it's good.
It takes a village, man,
It
to like
does.
get things done sometimes, right? So
Right? These guys are a badass village, man. Like,
right.
and
Yeah.
it's this community here too that brought me these guys. Like ANCAP was saying earlier, he was in my chat and in Fixed chat trying to get us together. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, and
Yeah.
we finally got together one morning. I got up really early and went into his chat, like hella early, even for me. And he was still up. For him, it was kind of late. You know what I'm saying? He was getting ready
Right.
to go to bed, I think, or getting ready to
Right.
shut down. And man, it's been magic since then.
Mm-hmm.
Like the little shit that it was running in the shoebox in my basement, dude. It's crazy now.
Yeah.
Even for me, like I understand a bit of it. I try to understand more and more of it every day, but for me, it's still
Yeah.
jaw dropping what it's grown into. It has video
Yeah.
cards. It has
Oh.
video cards, bro. They're so powerful. They don't even have plugs for monitors. You can't even plug
Oy.
monitors into them. They're
Yeah.
just for AI.
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah,
And
it is, bro.
I'm starting to learn. I mean, I'm never gonna catch up, but like my buddy, he showed me a whole, like he actually went through and like put together like a real time scanner with no delay. You know what I mean? Like, so we're not 2 minutes behind of everything like that we think we should go. We need to be there to film, you know? So
I've got one at my house, and
Yeah.
We use it for radio signals and shit for now. Like I listen to the police here all the time.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Great,
That's
man.
legit, bro.
So,
good shit.
like I'm saying, man, takes
awesome,
all
bro.
times, and
Congratulations.
you guys are rocking it out, and yeah. So just, hey, man, wish me luck. It's
for sure. When's your stuff coming up?
it's ongoing. Hey, sorry about the cat.
You're fine. I like cats.
Pickles, right? Yeah, that's Pickles. I don't know why his name's Pickles. I didn't name
Hey,
him.
man. Yeah, cats be named some weird stuff sometimes.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, May, coming up in May, the end of May is my trial. So, but there's a lot of like, I kind of got lucky. The other day when we went to court, there's a pretrial memorandum, supposedly, allegedly, you're supposed to do. I didn't do it, but I also, with help from a couple good friends and some advice, I learned how to, Pickles. I learned how to, write a motion to dismiss. So that had to come that had to get dealt with before anything else. So I kind of got a little bit of leeway on that. The judge, ran all the things by me about how dangerous it is to represent yourself. And I mean,
Right.
I'm really not doing that out of, I want to prove something. I really don't have a choice. I was not approved for public defender, and so I make too much to to qualify for a public defender, but I don't make enough to hire one either. So I'm like right there. I'm stuck in the middle, man. With like, and that's where I think our justice system. I'm not going to say it, like, I know poverty will get a person, on their heels in the justice system just as much as somebody who's in the middle where, so I'm just trying to
get a public defender and they
Yeah.
can't afford a lawyer because
Right.
public defenders, like they may be the trash of attorneys in some people's opinion, but they're at least
Right.
an attorney representing you that knows how to do all the stuff. Like it is a really bad situation to find yourself without one if you want one.
Right. And I would love one. I just I'm not the kind of guy that's going to ask for, you know what I mean? Anyway.
Handouts, yeah.
Nope. And I'm just gonna try to do it myself, man. And if they, I'll appeal it. I'll learn how to do an appeal. We'll go through this whole thing, man.
What's the max sentence you're looking at? If you don't mind me asking, I've done 20 plus years myself, so.
Right. It's just an interference charge, so it's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year in jail. So county time, which would be horrible.
Yeah, county times are rough.
Yeah, and I've done some of that too. I mean, I have a past where
it is what it is.
I didn't know my rights, and I also was acting like a jackass. So I did some time that I
like that accountability, sir. I appreciate that accountability. I'm the same kind of man myself. My prison time, that was my fault.
Straight. I own mine. Yeah. If I would have known my rights, I probably would have done a little less.
For sure.
But you know what I'm saying? So I mean,
if I'd have known when to keep my mouth shut.
That's, you know what I mean? Yeah, 100%, man. And I'm not, I've been a productive member of society for over, I don't know, 16, 17 years now, So
myself as well. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. Congrats to you too, man. Addictions, can we cuss?
I mean, you do what you want.
Addiction's a motherfucker, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was there. And I'm not there now. I'm a fat boy now. So
that's good shit, bro.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I don't want to turn this into bro. I just wanted to. I don't usually. I've kind of like, YouTube's taking a kind of a back seat for me, like just because of what I'm going through. Really, I mean, I have to focus on
for sure
my freedom. My freedom's at stake, so I'm not in all the lives. I'm not, and I kind of took a back seat from that anyway a while back.
Right.
I just want to.
That's a smart decision.
Yeah, I just want to do my thing, man. And if people want to see it, then that's cool. But really, I just wanted to jump on here and say I appreciate the new kind of work that you guys are adding to what we're doing. You know what I mean? What everybody's that is out there. So I just wanted to say thank you guys and congratulate you on where it's going, and I appreciate your work, man. That's it.
Hell yeah, we appreciate you, man. It's good shit.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait till you guys get to go. When they go, it's right here. You tell them you tell them your information. Well, since you want to be Captain Dickhead, right? It looks like you've got 4 complaints on your bitch ass, and here's your name and badge number. And by the way, my live stream saw it because I'm reading it off of there. That way you guys, you know who you're dealing with right then and there.
Right.
You at least have a name and a badge number. You might not have, personnel record or anything because we hadn't gotten it yet, but you'll know that this dude exists in our system, and you'll be able to see definitively that he is a police officer, because that's a thing too, right? Fuckers out there impersonating these sons of bitches, right? On top of all the badness that's going on that they're doing themselves, you got people that are impersonating them and doing even worse.
Right. Wait until we can start showing you things like employment records, like this guy's worked at this department, in this department, in this department, in this department. Here was when he started. Here was when he stopped, and that data is all available.
Check out how many IA cases got closed.
And we're getting it. We're getting it bit by bit. Like, we've run a lot of searches so far, and we're just amassing data, and we're just now finally getting to pump it out there and starting this streaming stuff. Yeah, it's finally starting to pump it out there and starting this. It was so cool, man. One of the searches I ran, I was in a conversation with one of the guys who does, you know, cop watches and stuff. He's a little bit famous. I don't want to name drop, but I was chatting with him on the phone, and he told me this department to search, and I searched it. And have you ever heard? I am going to name drop this one, just because they're so amazing, and I try to promote them in everything I do. I should name drop Otto too, because Otto's the guy who told me. But have you seen the Real News Network? Have you seen the Police Accountability Report with Dave Graham and Stephen Janis? So when our canines went out and searched for that department that Otto told me to search for, they actually came back with the Real News Network's actual website. Yeah. So it actually came back with their stuff, and it was pretty amazing to see that their website showed up. It also came back with some YouTube videos and some other cool things, but it was really cool to see. Yeah, like here you see news channels that they post on the papers in the area, some actual government pages. There's, I mean, all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Have you guys had any luck in Wyoming? Because I got shut down in my own case for public records because it's a 2017 law. I can't remember. I can't remember exactly.
Wyoming's fucked just like North Carolina, right?
Okay.
Like North Carolina, you can't get body cam footage unless you're part of the fucking case, right?
What department?
Gillette Police Department.
Gillette. It's actually Razor City.
Gillette Police Department. Yep.
So I will run a search on them. I don't know if I can run one today. I have to.
Oh yeah.
I have to either wait to the 4th or fork over some cash and then burn it up before the 4th. Yeah. And then, you know, I don't really know if I'm ready to do that since we're not launching live yet.
Oh, but, dude, yeah. Check it out. I was just asking if there was any luck that way because
if I can,
I asked for, you know, complaint information, like sustained complaints on these officers that effectuated my arrest.
Right.
And nothing. I got shut down. So I think I'm going to have to, and I don't know if I'll get shut down, but I think I'm going to have to write like a motion to compel to the judge that for them to compel the police department or the prosecution or something to produce that, you know. So I don't know, man. I'm wading through it all, but I really appreciate everything you guys are doing, man. And I just wanted to show some support. I'm not used to being on camera.
You're fine, man. Will you do me a favor?
What's that?
You can turn your camera off. Will you do me a favor though? Spell Gillette for me because I don't want to spell it wrong.
It's on the screen, brother. It's on the screen.
Yeah,
yeah. Gille. You got it.
Just shut myself off.
That's completely right. What you got right there.
Must have screwed something up. And we're back. All right, I see it. Thank you, sir. Yep.
I'm here.
Technical difficulties because I did some dumb.
That's spelled correctly. Just put it.
Nice. Okay, I was just doing an actual graph query and seeing what. So there is actually a report about their police department, but it doesn't have any notes attached yet.
Yeah, I just did it. I just created it, brother.
So now, when on the 4th, when we do come back, it'll go from building search matrix to scraping, and we'll start pulling in data, and then we will have records about them. Yeah.
Yeah, if y'all haven't, I also want to send a big shout out to Emerald City Transparency, man.
That is for sure, man. Emerald is a beast.
Emerald is, appreciate it. That's all I can say, brother. Appreciate
Best subscriber ever. Let me
so,
see.
On
Go
these,
ahead.
on some of these that I've already gotten data back on, right? You can click on these, right? And it'll take you to what it is.
Ooh, okay.
Whatever news story or YouTube video we found.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Whatever government page. There's lots of stuff available. We can't show you all of the stuff from. So the Emerald City, the promo code name came from you, man. That is beast mode.
Oh,
If you check your email, Emerald City, you've got your own
You
promo
have your
code
own.
in your email, just for you. You were amazing, and we thought that when we took this out to the next level, and now that the data is actually going to be coming back from these reports, we thought that the very first person who should get that code is you. So
Remember the street cop training?
hmm
Remember when that shit was going around, floating around the internet?
yeah,
These disgraced cops teaching other cops how to be disgraceful, right?
right,
oh,
yeah, and that's been
oh.
sucked up by our data. That's been sucked up into our engine. I mean, we know all kinds of
Yeah.
things.
So we'll know who quit. We'll know who quit because the news will cover it.
Hey, you guys
Right.
rock. I'm gonna
But
boogie.
that's
Hell yeah, take it easy, man.
all right,
Appreciate you
man.
stopping in.
Thanks for having me
Appreciate
up,
you
man.
coming
I
up.
didn't even expect that. You guys keep killing it, and I'm gonna keep. I mean, after I get done with this court, man, I might be able to support a little more. You know what I mean? But
Oh yeah, good shit, man.
thanks for all the work you guys are doing. You're killing it, and Emerald, nice.
Keep telling
Killing
your
it.
friends about us, man.
Oh yeah.
Keep telling your friends
Hey
about us.
Chris,
Yes, sir.
go back for me. Chris,
Will
go back
do.
for me. I saw something important. Muck Rock.
Mm-hmm.
We click that.
Oh yeah.
Look at this.
It's
It's every public
see
records
here.
request that's been filed through them. All of the recent ones, all of the files. Uh-huh.
Thomas D. Collinsworth, we appreciate you putting your name on this one. I'll go ahead and shoot you out there.
Yes, sir. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Right?
Uh-huh. Yes, sir. And the great thing is, guys, is because we've showed you this page, that means we have visited this page. And that means that we're working on analyzing all of these little files you see on this page. And eventually you guys will have the analysis from those things, but it's not quite ready yet. We're working on it. But for now, you guys can see all this stuff that we're collecting and go and read it. And you don't have to go and try to collect it all yourself. It's just right there. You click the button, bam.
Oh.
Hey man, when it'll run on the 4th if we don't pay for more searches before then. It's something we do have to pay for, guys. It's not like we are just doing it for free. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But it's pretty amazing. Yeah, you like that, do you? Muckrock is amazing. I'm very happy that it found that website. Thanks, Lady J, for throwing that code up there. Lady J's invite code, she threw it in the chat, and that'll get people access to a limited, like trial, or not trial, but like a lower pricing for using our facial recognition service more than the free usage is set up for. So if you guys want to check it out. Hey, NC. Thanks for stopping in, man. So what you're seeing...
NC Tire Hunter.
What you're seeing up here, bro, is some of the data that we're pulling back on these police officers now from these reports we're running. It's legit, bro. We're actually finally able to filter some of it out to the public, all this stuff we've been collecting. And it's as easy as, like, hitting the button and searching for data on a department and getting back all kinds of stuff.
There's Muck Rock for the Gillette Police Department. There hasn't been many filed through it, but
There's one.
yeah,
No
but
responsive documents.
document.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they don't have everything, but they do be getting some stuff. And the more people file through Muck Rock, the more stuff they accumulate. See that file a request button? That's legit. Did you like that? Looking for inspiration, clone a request below.
Love
Yeah,
it.
Muck Rock is amazing. It's one of my favorite sites, and I'm glad that the boss picked up on it without any direction from me. They're doing what they should do.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're doing what they should do.
Right. Isn't that the fucking craziest part about it?
Right.
Doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Right. And they're doing it well, as far as I'm concerned. And you guys are finally getting to see a little bit of how well they're doing it. So if you guys want to stick around for a few more minutes and watch, we'll appreciate it. But it's getting about that time. It's closing in on our 45-ish minute mark. Want to say we really appreciate all you guys stopping in. And if you don't know that code down on the bottom of the screen, that's going to make these reports that you're seeing now 50% off of what they cost everybody else forever, right? For forever. It's not a month or 2 or 5 or 6 or a year, some kind of promo pricing like this. Is 50% off for life for these reports. It's only going to be available with this code Emerald50. Shout out to Emerald City Transparencies. Only going to be available for 30 people. After that, you might see 50% off for a couple of months or something, but you'll never see it for life again. So thank you guys for stopping by, and I'm going to leave it to Chris and EJ to kick us out of here.
You want to say anything first?
I have nothing to say other than thank you guys for showing up.
Appreciate it, guys. We're going to roll out on that piggy song, huh?
Oink oink, oink 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 oink, I'm the best piggy. Oink 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 oink, best piggy in the town. Oink 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 oink, piggy piggy. Oink 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 oink, I'm a pig. Oink 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 oink, I'm the best piggy. Oink 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 oink, best piggy in the town. Oink 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 oink, piggy piggy. Oink 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 oink, I'm a pig. Can I get piggies in the chat? Piggies in the chat. I'm the best piggy in the chat. Can I get some oink oink oink? Oink oink, mother truckers. Oink 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 oink. Oink 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 oink. I'm the best piggy. Oink 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 oink. Best piggy in the town. Oink 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 oink. Piggy piggy. Oink oink oink